all the Amazonians, home and abroad, it's time for us to stand up as one and go for our right. The speaker of speakers, Mark Beretta, the intelligent boy, Council Nanyangwe in South Africa, Justice Ayapor, and all the Amazonians. It's time for us to come as one and look for a solution for this problem. Because we can't stand it anymore. Enough is enough. Look at how we are under the that destroying our village, burning down houses, killing innocent souls, leaving so many old and young people homeless. Mancho BBC and other Amazonians in prison are at all allowed. Any man will not know you take it, when I go back to Larita Cameroon, and I will see and say, I will go the Lord wrong. We want to see them, we want to see them, Ambassador want to see all the time. We want to see them, Ambassador want to see all the time. United Nations, United America, Europe, where is the human rights people are preaching? What's going on with the prison? What's going on with the prison? What did you do for Swiss? waiting on the sea. I say waiting on the air. I say waiting on the sea. I say waiting on the air. Come my head. Come now. Take your way. Come here. I say ya one day. You are not what I'm saying. Ya one day swap with coffee. Capital not fine. Motor not there. Let's begin them cry. Begin them come on your own university now. Begin them come on for your university now. Walk all day. Mama, Papa, Mama, Papa, Mama, Papa, Mama, Papa. I say waiting on the sea. I say waiting on the air. I say waiting on the sea. I say waiting on the air. Agobala, Papa Ayu, Eric Dabo. Hope that the city make happen for our villages. No turning back. We don't go free. Whether you run our houses, we don't go free. No matter how many you kill, we don't go free. Until you finish with God, we don't go free. Together we stand, we don't go free. United we fall, we don't go free. Together we stand, we don't go free. Together we fall, together we stand, 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 together we fall.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to all the Ambazonians. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to all the Ambazonians. This is Prince Ayamba again. Prince Ayamba has come out again to start straight away with his, YouTube, clip. So today we have some few topics to discuss. We have some few topics and some certain, security alerts for everybody in Ambazonia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time. It is not too easy for us. It is not too easy for the Ambazonians. As you can hear from the, Ambazonia artists who I've just put in order to listen, and you get the information he is sending. The information he is sending, to the world at large, and to Pobia in particular, and to La Republique in general. Ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, it's not easy. This is the most difficult moment in the lives of the Ambazonians. It is a moment that has come to tell the world that we shall never and ever give up this fight. Because on the ground we've seen the intimidations being caused by the military forces of the Republic of Cameroon. But before I come to what I will say, I will still extend again my great appreciation to all the defense forces on ground zero in the northern zone and the southern zones. I will also send my thanksgivings and every appreciation to all those who are supporting Ambazonia cause in a very powerful way, financially, morally, otherwise. I will thank all the best wishers in this struggle. Throw greetings to those who are in the diaspora doing a very great job to see that the struggle move ahead successfully. I would also give thanks and praises to the Lord for giving us this strength to endure all these difficult moments since from the first day that the Republic declared war on us. And even arrested our leaders or adopted our leaders in Nigeria, and they were extradited to Cameroon. Indeed, God is in this struggle. You have heard from the freedom song that a very powerful Ambazonia has released. Asking the world, if it was Gaddafi, you put go and kill. But now it's Paul Biya. You put just washing, sitting and washing. Asking the United Nations, why can they not take that stand in seeing that genocide is not carried out? Asking Paul Biya, why does he not want to come and stop the war he started? Ladies and gentlemen, here's Mr. Hope, Prince Ayamba. Again today, the 31st of August 2018. Coming up again to give you some briefing on what is happening and the informations that we get, so that the people on ground zero can also be watchful and take precautions for the days ahead, because it would not be very, very easy. Mostly as we are towards a celebration of our Independence Day, come 1st October 2018. And also the resumption of schools, which we have said no. And finally, the presidential elections, which we said no to it in Ambasland, because we don't have anything to do with the presidential election. The presidential election is for those who are in the Republic of Cameroon. It's not for the Ambazonians, because Ambazonians have their own state, which is called, the state of Ambazonia. We are fighting for our freedom. We are in a war. A war has been declared on us. And when there is war, there is no elections. I have never seen in the world where a country is in war, then there is election going on. We shall see how it will happen in Ambasland. Except that the miracle that the Grandmaster came and did, we will see how it works in our own land. The land is our land. Our ancestors are there. They are still protecting us. They are protecting us in the battlefield. They are protecting everybody in the land. We will see the magic that Paul Biya and the Grandmaster and his surrogates, Atanganji Paul, Ekema Patrick, and the rest, the chiefs, the elites, they will do. We will see the miracles. If their sacred society is more than the law of the land, the powers of the land, the soil, where people's, navels are buried, we will see. We will see this noise making that these chiefs, they came and sat and were talking. After that, they run and go back to their height. We have to unite. as we heard from, you know, the track that just people just listening to. We are already uniting in a very serious way. Unity conquers all. There is no division between Anglophones, between let's say northern zone and southern zones of Amazonia, because there have never been any division. Since from when we were in Nigeria, there have never been division. It's not only now that we will be divided. All those who are struggling that we should divide, they are wasting their time. We can never be divided. All the Peter, Mafani, Mufonje, Musonge, all of them are just wasting their time. The Elvis Golengole, they are wasting their time. Who will get them? Who will track them down? Who will deal with them? Their family will cry. Their family will suffer in future. Who will have independence? If they don't change now. Tabetando, the Gogomos, the chiefs, the mayors, Paul Tassan, Doki Mugete, the DOs, the ministers, all those mayors, councillors who are there pretending for their personal interests to encourage that the military should come and kill the innocent Amazonians. They will not go free in our hands. We must win we must have the independence. Their families will sit and see, and they will suffer in future. They are building a very bad future for their families. I'm assuring them. Because the war will not end till we have independence. La Republic will not also have peace till we have independence. La Republic will never have peace till we have independence. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank people again once more. Thank all the listeners and the people who watch my YouTube, programs. May God bless you people. And if you watch, you share. We are in the most dangerous moment of the revolution. After this moment, we are already in Buea. As we are succeeding this moment, we are passing through this moment, we are in Buea. So I'm assuring you to mobilize and stand firm. Everybody should be a soldier by himself. Everybody should be his own guardian, his own watchman, and his neighbor's watchman. If you see this, this secret police, inform the self-defense forces, because we have to start eliminating them very fast. We have to do something to eliminate them, because the rate at which they are killing an innocent citizen is horrible. So we have to enter the towns and start looking for them. Looking for all where they sleep. We block the road, even the road leading to Douala at evening. When they are going back, we chase all of them at the roadside, massacre them all. That is what we have to be doing now. Okay. I will just come, first of all, I'll start with some few topics we have for today to discuss on, and to give some, security measures which people on ground zero have to take in order to put the people on the safe side, in order to reduce the death toll, the killing. We'll come to that. So I will also talk about the court, the case concerning our President Sissoko Ayitabe Julius and 10 others. Yeah. And we also talk about some international radio stations, some that are already talking so much about our problem. This is bringing up hopes again, because the world is now totally aware. It was not as at first that the world was not aware. Now the world is seriously aware of our problem and they know what La Republic has been doing. We'll also talk about the situation of the refugees in Nigeria, because there's also some problems there, refugees in Nigeria, and throw some light about the, you know, the letter written to the high authorities in Yaoundé, that is by the military authorities on ground zero who are fighting the war, who are on the war front, how they are facing the war. Because every month or every season they give an account and what they are saying. We'll talk about it. I'll also put a video. You hear a CPDM woman who is now against Paul Biya. Many people are against Paul Biya, even CPDM. She's even having on, you know, her CPDM, you know, uniform, and telling Paul Biya that nobody should vote for Paul Biya. That is against Paul Biya. I don't want him anymore. Then we'll also put a short interview where our honorable man, Dr. Ayaba, who is a very strong and dynamic, you know, leader in this struggle. One of the most dynamic leaders in this struggle, among others, was in South Africa interview explaining our situation, because he has been going years far back when I knew him. He was going round and round preaching this doctrine to the world, and he has not relented in this doctrine. He's still preaching it and going. So I appreciate his attitude. I'll put one of his latest interview in South Africa, where he was trying to indicate, you know, the world concerning our struggle at a radio station in South Africa. Okay, we'll start straight away. Now, please, some information on security purposes on ground zero. An Amber General, Amber Self-Defense General in Buea, mostly in Fako, General in Fako. His phone was dropped down and was picked up by the forces of the Republic of Cameroon during a certain confrontation with the forces of the Republic of Cameroon. So he is saying, let nobody answer the call. His call again. Anybody who has been using his number should not use it again. If you hear any person calling you the number, don't pick up the phone, because the police or the army, the armed forces, the Republic armed forces are the people keeping the phone now, so they can use the number and call people and trace people out. So he is saying you people should not answer the call, because that is his phone that he was using. So don't answer any call with that phone or the number. Any call from the number, or don't call the number. Don't call his own number, because if you call his number, the police will pick it up, or the army, or the gendarmes. So that is a very good message, very fast. People should spread the message, please. It's important. If not so, they can get access to other generals, because that is the phone he has been using to communicate with the other generals in the field. So I will try and just put the audio so that you can hear as he himself is talking about his phone.
Leo, this is General talking. Good morning. I want you to pass this information to Mark Beretta. They should put it online on SCBC. That anyone that is having my number should not call that number, or rather should not pick any call from that number. I had an attack yesterday with the military. I lost my phone and the military picked it up, and they have been struggling to call people through my number. They have been answering my call. So to help the life of so many civilians or our citizens is by putting it on SCBC that General of FACO has misplaced his phone and the phone is on the keeping of the military. So no one should answer any calls that my number calls. And also be careful, more especially after answering strange calls. If any strange call calls you, struggle to investigate you without knowing who you are or you knowing who is the person calling, be careful the way you answer. More especially those who have my number or those who I to have their numbers, because they might be looking for all possibility means to track down those who have my number or those who have their number to get me. But for sure, none of them cannot get me. They can only get the people around me, my subjects. That is those who have my number. So I'm giving this for you to put it now on air. Put it to Mark Barata and others, that they should put it on SCBC Today program, that nobody should call my number or receive any call on my number. Thank you. And I'm doing fine. I'm all right.
Okay, that was the information. These people should spread the information. It's very important. Okay, General Jimira Simon also gave some precautions to be taken. He said, every self-defense group has to mark now his or her boundaries. Because newly groups are emerging, which are formed by the Republic of Cameroon, mostly by Atakanji Paul and Ikemba Patrick. Because many boys are still confused, they don't know, they go and join without knowing following monies. So they should mark their boundaries. I quite remember Eric Tato was trying to say something like this, but people were opposing. Because with that strategy, you know your own people around your area. And any strange person that comes, you know that it's a strange person. And you know how to, confront him and questions that you have to ask him. So now, quite also in general, talking about it, which is a good idea. So, he says, if any, person want to come and join the group, they should make very nice, investigations before the person can join. And that why is it that the person is coming back now? Now that the pressure, there's tension, there are many things that are going to happen. And the Republic is really planning and doing everything possible to track down the self-defense forces. He said because many boys now will disguise and behave as a boys, Udashi boys, you see, and come that they want to join groups in order to leak the secrets. So he told all the generals and all the heads of groups about boys, and they should be very careful and they should, know their boundaries of operation so that they know the next neighbor closer and know how to cooperate with the next neighbor so that if any other strange person comes in, not that they should not repeat, but monitor and see and study him for some time and block him in a distance. They should not know even the camp. They should only take it in a distance. So I will try also and put if you can get the audio also of what he said. These are very strong, informations going to ground zero. So we are really begging indeed. These precautions should be taken because we don't want that these people to infiltrate our self-defense. Please just excuse me, let me. Okay, this is it.
My lovely brother and comrade, if you get any means possible, no delays, I repeat, do not delay. make sure say may you inform anybody you know around Fundong Valley that the terrorists, the plan for go to Abu, they talk say they don't hear say there is a camp at Abu and the one go attack the camp. Now why that all these days you see how then they come into Fundong gently. As you can see what has been going on today. They don't shoot, they go up for Fudra Road, go down to Three Corners, they find a way. And the intelligence way they come in is tell me say somebody don't ask those terrorists for use Laekom Road or whatsoever. May will not disclose every other thing for you. Then from there they descend to Abu, attack that camp for day. If you think make this small information go around and viral for Fundong now, make everybody know. Make Fudra be on the alert. May Laekom be on the alert. May everybody for Abu Valley be on alert now. May them know say danger be looming and something terrible get to meet up them if care is not taken. May we stay strong, oh boy.
Okay, there was a mix-up, but no problem. That is also an alert, which we have to take note of it. Then I'll try and see if I can come back to the other audio, because there was a mix-up. Let me see if I can come back to the other audio that Jimira Simon said. General Jimira Simon, please excuse me for the mix-up, but that is another strong information for all the Amber boys on Ground Zero.
At the South House, at the South Oman, na General Jimira Simon. What you are bringing for today, na say, not all the defense groups. I repeat, not all the defense groups that made mark their boundaries. When you hear say, when I hear say any new group they want emerge for your area, even if they start now, one or two people capture them under you, take them under you, investigate them under you before you leave their liberty, before you free them. After you don't do your investigation, you see and say maybe agent them for the Republic. If you leave them, they continue. Because this 5 days so, some people they like to fight them for some side really like them. So one they want to fight them, some people they really like them. So you know if you force someone for must work with you. So I repeat, right now I talk so. Plenty boys in the day where they go tied necks in them for their skin. When you go look and you say no, na Odeshi board in this, na Amber board in this. They go carry them guns them. They don't dispatch them for all the division them inside Amazonia. May they go all side. And these things so they work out with either picking for the village or one picking from the neighboring village. We did know ye or we did not know ye. But we did talk the dialect. So, wait till we at the talk. The truth, I say, no group, we just woke up, grow up from nowhere. We did not know. Any group must get a hit. And if that group will not know a hit, that means we'll get for cut that group for down. We'll get for start fight and now for down because now this thing will kill we. Now this thing will put this struggle for down. From Manu to Momo Menchum, Fako, all the divisions there, with all the groups that we did for day, Make any man try for mark the boundaries. Extend your boundary from where you did to the last person waiting for your corner, to the other come waiting for your corner, so that when you know say if you know day na only that Monday. If any neutral person come in, now therefore no say it. But when I hear say some boy they don't come for day, no no she don't be glad. Say some boy they don't come, when I hear some boy they don't come. When I therefore know where they are coming from. We start they come from where? Now who send them? Now who be their patron? Now who take care for them? Yes. Now who be their hate? And why they become now? Where this struggle don't start since? Why now they become? Yes, we do deny. See, people will change their opinion. Them. Minute, any man involved inside the struggle, decide for sponsor and decide for create some boys and bet. You know if you just enter the struggle like that, when you know beyond there for inside, then start with a defense group. I don't repeat. Defense group they will emerge plenty now for outside with 3, 4, 5 boys for each church them. For recruit more. Then for track other defense group that will be for corner them. So at the big say we will share this message as far as we can share them. Because at the talk so man we hear, man we don't hear believer. Any group, whether you be AD, whether you be ABL, whether you be ARA, whether you be Tiger, whether you be Red Dragon, they will now trap all the groups that will emerge now for them. Any new group will now go capture them and keep them. Ask them where they come from. When we take them, they go talk who be their patron. The talk will be the patron, will investigate for that patron. The patron will must work on the line for which we will know. If they don't work on the line for which we will know, we will give their story. We will give their story. Yes, because agent they don't clinch on our side, and they use now we. They use now we picking them. Now we brother them, we sister them, we work this work with the work and so plenty. You know, we see some picking for the way chop up for talk pigeon. They will talk. So we get for fight this thing. Enemy day for inside house. Go for fight them. Yes. So any new group where they emerge, then any old group where they just take in any person when you just come. Make sure so you know that person very well. You know he and you know him very well. Because all this come the way I don't hear say they don't attack him. You go soon, I go see and say that because we don't receive some newcomers either for inside. Yes. And when the newcomers they come, and then they be trapped, and then they see how they come, and then they know what you will get, and then they know the capacity. When some person come for a house, nobody knows say a house dirty. You know say a house clean, you know say a house big. So if you don't go somewhere in the house, you don't know how it is. So when they take new people them for church, then we be careful. Then when some new man they come out from some different groups, see one join one, see we day with the one now, some different group, but one join one. Then we be very, very careful. The time now be very, very rough. You get to be wise. It better you work with 3 people then, when a true and serious amber, than for 1 with 50, will betray us than the day for inside. So may any man when you listen to this message, share this message as far as you go. As I talk now, before next week, this group will go enter for all the divisions then, or for the villages then, for create their churches then, work out with their den guns then. They will work out the fine granite, work out money, the fine granite, also they get money for fine granite, but then you see granite too. Meanwhile, when they get inside, they go buy granite for inside town, where government don't authorize them for take the granite for when they work out. always make sure they get few groundnut for themselves. Meanwhile, they always ask where they fit get groundnut and how they fit do for get in contact with others. Therefore, track any other picking with the another area we do for inside. So, now the message that let any man be wise. Now share this message as far as if you go. This message will come from General Jimira Simon of the area.
We appreciate your effort, General Jimira Simon. These groups, which I mentioned now, if they happen to catch anyone, they realize that anyone is a traitor, then they don't say they spare the person. Any traitor now should be killed. Because La Republic is killing our own people. Any person they catch, they kill. Any traitor in the struggle should be killed, should be eliminated. If not so, we will be moving at the wrong side of this course. So, let me warn any person who is going to join with La Republic to form a group and come there, we will kill you. We don't spare again. We don't garry you, but we have to kill. Now it's killing time. We have to go to Boya. Other people have died, so you will be nothing. So if you come that you are from a different group, come realize that you are a traitor. They'll kill you, and they kill you. They'll not leave you. They'll go and kill your family also. That is what we have to be doing now. We are in a war. We don't give any grounds. That is information for those who feel that they can go and meet Atanganji and come, to come and spoil the struggle. We will eliminate you people. We will kill you and kill your family, burn your houses also. We don't care, because we must be in Boya. We are not fighting for ourselves. Everybody is prepared to die now. We are fighting for the future generation. So let me just inform those who feel they can go and join a Kima party or Gugomo or any elite or any person who will kill you or will kill your families. Now is the most dangerous moment. We will not spare you. If we don't realize you, you come, we catch you, we kill you, we trace where you are from, we kill all the eliminate our families. We are about going to Boya. Thank you very much, General Jimira Simon. Okay, on Wednesday, 29th of August 2018, there was a serious confrontation in Manfi, precisely at Satom, between the Amber Boys and the evil forces of the Republic of Cameroon. It was a great victory for the Amber Boys, as 12 Republic terrorist armies were killed. Satom is in Manfi, in the southern zone of Amazonia. We are also calling on the world to take note that there was a genocide that was carried out also in Bengui, in the northern zone, on some bike riders, which is locally known as Okada riders. Several of them were attacked and just killed, and their bike were being burned. So the world should take note. Since the United Nations don't want to do anything, we are begging the rest of the world, to try and focus their eyes and towards Amazonia, because the genocide is going on. They should come to our aid. They should come to our aid. The Republic is taking people from Chad to come and fight, military people from Chad to come and fight, Central African Republic to come and fight, French people from France to come and fight, and others. So we are begging the world to come before this war will take a different look. Because if we take a different look, we have to start spoiling the whole of the Republic. We'll destroy the whole place will be destroyed. We have been so patient. Now we are on self-defense, but very soon we will not be on self-defense again. We'll be on the real war. We will not be on the defensive. It should also be noted that there's a convocation going around for 2 journalists or more journalists of the Republic of Cameroon who were radical got the Ambazonia crisis. So the commissioner, Paul Kocha, the commissioner of the regional division of judiciary police of Littoral in Douala, near Kame Bonanjo, is the one who issued the convocation so that they should arrest these journalists. And the name of the journalist was Nkamcho and others. So they should take note. They should start already calling for international, consent, because they are looking for them to arrest them. You can see now that Paul Biya does not want to hear any person. Paul Biya and the regime does not want to hear any person who is just talking anything in the name of Ambazonia. They just arrest you. To show how wicked the regime of Paul Biya is. He does not want to hear anything concerning any person talking about Ambazonia or talking about Sami Cameroons. They just arrest you and kill you. That's it. He declared war on the people. I don't want people to talk. So I should not sit quiet so that I can eliminate everybody. On Tuesday, 30th of August 2018, it should also be noted that the Amba Boys have set ablaze the prison in Bali and freed all the prisoners. Furthermore, the police station in Bafut was burnt down by the Amba Boys, known as the 7 Kata. As they say, they must take back their country. They must take back their country, Ambazonia. Additionally, one retired policeman from Ganza was gunned down and his car bent. He is the man behind the bringing of the military camp in Gonza. Let me see if I can produce the video or the audio. Let me see if it's possible, please. 1 minute. This is the police station that will burn down.
See how the things are moving. You see the fire at the police station. It's burning. The fire is sparking. Yes. So like this is the 7 Kata Amba Boys. Where the people there, where they want to take this land? You want to see them? Where them there? Where them there? Will you see them? We will not see them. Will you see them? We will not see them. Where them there? Where them there? Where them there? You find at them so they run with and they go so me the glory go now go. Me the glory ship the go now go.
Okay, that was it for the Bafut police station that was burned down. It's a good job because these police people that are there, they come and burn our own villages. These police people, they come and burn our own villages. They kill our parents. They kill our youths. They rob our people in mud. Our students in mud. Let me see again if I can show you another audio or video. Okay, for the moment, I cannot get access to the video or any other audio, then with time, I'll bring them up. Okay, additionally, it should be noted that, you know, some international radio stations are now, you know, talking about the struggle in Amazonia. You know, they have been so quiet, the world has been so quiet on it. So quiet for quite a long time, about close to 2 years. It's only now that we have mounted a lot of pressure on the world. That is when they have started talking. So I will see if I can put an audio. You hear the world talking now. An audio, you hear the world talking. The radio station in South Africa talking. And furthermore, also, I also put the audio or the video where an able leader, Joe Ayaba, is in South Africa also, you know, trying to educate the world on the cause, Amazonia cause, that we have a just cause. We are fighting for independence. We are not fighting for federation. We are not fighting for language problem. We were independent. Then we were annexed in 1960 by the Republic of Cameroon. So we will not give up the fight. So I'll just put the video and the audio. You will hear my good fellow Amazonians and the world at large.
So you are an independent country, independent territory.
We're an independent territory of the Cameroon encroached into our territory and occupied it.
So right now, as things stand, where is the government seat? Where do you pay your taxes? Where do you talk to us about the political, economic, social setup of Amazonia and developing countries?
Before Cameroon invaded our country, we had our own government, our prime minister, we had a parliament, a house of chiefs, and we had a flourishing economy that could, you know, cater for the Amazonian people. Once Cameroon moved, you know, the first thing we did was we dismantled our economic infrastructure, we dismantled our political system, and imposed what system would be within our territory. Because we produce 60% of the GDP, that was one of the primary motivations for the encroachment and the occupation of our country. And taxes have since then been paid into the treasury of Cameroon, which has been disappeared, a large army that is using to terrorize our population. And basically abandon our own country to that nation.
Yeah. Is it the linguistic issue that is at heart here? Because I'm getting a sense that the Anglophone and the northern part of Cameroon is Francophone, and perhaps there might be ideological clash there.
It's a gross misconception.
Yeah.
It's not a linguistic issue. That's why for the recession, Cameroon gained independence with its international border clearly demarcated on the 1st of January 1960. The gained admission into the United Nations in September the same year. And that did not include Amazonia. Amazonia was a self-governing territory. You can only secede from a country that you both gain independence on the same day. And that's why we look at other places that are fighting for self-governance, like the Biafra situation. They gain independence as an integral part of Nigeria. It is not also an Anglophone or Francophone issue. Those are kind of recalibrating our struggle in the mindset of the colonial period. It's an aspect of occupation. One country moving beyond its own internationally recognized border, installing a system of impunity in another country, and has since then governed us, you know, as a colonized people.
For apartheid to fall here in South Africa, you had international support because how much and what kind of support, international support, do you have for your freedom, for your independence?
One of the reasons why apartheid fell, as you rightly put it, is because as a student in primary school, we all supported the anti-apartheid.
Okay, that was the interview. Thank you very much, Dr. Ayaba, Joe Ayaba, for all your efforts you've been doing to see that this struggle achieve its aim. I appreciate and I thank you again very much. Let me see if I can also put another audio to show that the world let me see if I can put an audio. If I'm not mistaken, I have this it. No, that is not the audio. Please excuse me for that. Okay, let's just continue. I wanted to put an audio again to people to listen how the world is talking about the struggle. But we should just continue because I cannot get access to the audio for the moment. Okay, I want to come now to the refugee problems in Nigeria. It should be noted that there is serious confusion in the refugee camp in Ekom. The gifts that people are sending down from the diaspora all over the world, reaching Nigeria, these gifts are going to personal hands. People are making wealth out of it. Those who are responsible there for the gifts, collecting the gifts and sharing the gifts, they don't give the gifts to the refugees. They just take the gifts and go and sell them directly and make money for themselves. And they are there in very luxurious hotels in Ekom. This is a wonderful thing. This is unbelievable. You will send gifts to people who are suffering. Individuals will take the gift, own it for themselves. They start making wealth out of it. They carry it, sell the gifts, own the good things, sell some, and they become rich, and they're living luxurious life in hotels in Nigeria. This is a terrible situation. All the humanitarian aid that have been sent down, people take it, they don't give it to the refugees. They are making profit for themselves. And now so many people are angry in Nigeria, the refugees. Until the police have to intervene and catch many people that are locked up. They've been catched up in the hotels with a lot of monies that they have sold, the goods. The things that have been sent for the refugees, they have sold, they have a lot of money. The police even caught some of them and took them to their houses and searched their houses and discovered many things again inside the houses. Things that were to be given to the refugees. So I am telling those responsible that they will pay for it if we happen to lay hands on them. And I'm begging the IG to try and send a delegation to see about the problem in Nigeria concerning refugees, those gifts. Because people are taking those gifts and making their own profits. They don't give it to the refugees. So there's too much complaint from the refugee camps. Now there's a mix-up, a lot of mix-up in Nigeria. The police are catching people, locking them up because of problems of, gifts When we send humanitarian aid, they carry them. They own it for the personal self. They sell it and make money for themselves. I will put video. You hear some videos because even the Ayaya Foundation said about it last time. I even complained. I made a YouTube, and it has not ended like that. It's still continuing. All the rice they send, people carry the rice. They don't give it to the refugees. They go and sell the rice. They own the rice. They don't even give it to those who are in the war front, who have struggled and they are injured. They are not in Nigeria to have treatment. They don't give them food. They don't give them anything. It's a terrible thing. Let me put the audio info here.
Okay, my brother and my sister, they're over there. Me, I do with brother A2 now for here. I think they tell you now, not in no day way. General A2, anything they talk about, that's something no day way they former. Me, I think you will never name them. As I talk for you, they go the way he carry and bring up here. Majority of them, they carry and can for me. They carry talk so which can balog. They will bring in a way they can die hungry. The one that they get bullet for food. If you want to see proof, they go see video all the beginning, they talk out for their mouth. The one they come for again, only he again, I don't know how they even do them. They move bullets for skin their skin. They do one. This is what they killed my husband last year. These are the men, they only collect money, chop, grow fat, rent flag them. They go refugee come, they don't get mattress for sleep, tea for chop no day. Right now, they send them. When they go there, they go pack mattress, immediately they end, they don't find market on top. Right one end, they don't find market on top. Not be sabotage, we talk with proof. I will film all the beginning, they go struggle, they don't run, leaks through them. They burn their coffee, one day they get bullet, so we'll snap all the wounded. Make them lose their mouth talk, we'll send them to Una. 25, we not send them for any person, we don't know the right source, we don't get proof for it, so they want to do the money. But we don't think themselves come here without work money. On top of their parents they die, the one way they carry bullet for skin, the one that don't get play for skin, they just treat them for income. Nigeria. But the other place people flat, the other people suit for Google hotel them. You want to catch one of the pick up hotel, yeah, Aquara. Because they take it go and have go carry with the carrier. We take money for the vegetable to hotel. The other they go catch me 1 million naira, catch a million 1 point. It's not money that I send out. If we are not spend, you know, work money for the work on a piece for them. We know they sabotage them for anything, and they give my address to send me money. I want to make a one another how we know that is straight for the past. Now you are doctor. My name is Euphrasia. I'm from Badisi, Stroke Banso.
That is one of the audios. Let me put the next one. Let me put the next audio. The happenings in the refugee camp concerning the humanitarian aid that have been sent.
I will tell you. I will tell you. I will take the repeat talk. Send me talk for forum. For Momo forum. So this talk the talk for you send them for all man. Me the know say all that thing they want to contribute money send them. Me the buy them. Can't jump on refugee for that. The refugee they don't know nothing. The people they work for warehouse. They take the thing they sell them. They take and sell them. They don't do nothing. They don't give no nothing. Me I come over and no say they don't come down my thing. Burn all my clothing. I come for here with one trouser. I sit there with her. My money way village donate and give me. That way I did wear clothes up. I see clothes. Picking the day for here where they bullet for skin. They don't get trouser. They don't get clothes or weather. So chop. I will bring 23 boys where I bring them from Ground Zero. For can't walk on top of them. For go back. For go fight. We upload for warehouse. We upload about 30 bag rice. My boy the day when they don't get it to chop. They don't even give me one, even 2 bag rice. Give me that way for my boy. And be it's a shock, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to Amazon. It's a disgrace. And now they talk so the people they always have the fair market on my title for sale. They move papers clothes, they move papers shoes for sale. I take one pair shoes, the director may not take them. They will run. They don't run. Come all them. They will run. No more. No send no money. More no pay no nothing. But sell about again. 7 and 7 about refugee. I get witness them at the top. Now me General A2 we talk.
Okay. Let me put the next audio. The happenings in the refugee camp. The IG should know and take measures. Take serious measures. Because they cannot be sending.
You know, remember America, tell where exact when other people they look at them, lead them when we do money come, where they lock them. No, no one myself. Now people the way they send thing them. When I order money, when I donate for them, they buy kako send over here. If you imagine say me, I want upload kako as a common over general where I get battalion. I go commander the way they do me as a general, we go upload kako. I want to take one pair shoes, the driver give me. Then they take all that thing and they sell them. Then they divide them for refugee them. That people, they're supposed to rot people. That's how they lock them. We don't rot people. One no one myself. And the talk with truth. They tell me say I don't get a jute. Tell me say I don't get for test until going for Codiva. We can't inspect it before they take out. But the very that day, it can't come to go for your house. And they tell me no what will the value of income. They don't check my house. They don't know nothing because I get clean. I will come over and save them and go back. Thank you.
Okay, that was it. The situation in Nigeria in the refugee camps. The humanitarian aids are just going to personal pockets. That is it. Okay, we continue. Okay, yesterday there was a hearing in the court, in the Fundy High Court in Yaoundé, and this High Court rejected the applications of the habeas. They rejected the habeas corpus procedure. This High Court rejected the habeas corpus procedure on the hearings of the case of Sisiko Julius Ayok Tabe, our leader, our president, and 10 others. Yesterday, Thursday, the 30th of August 2018. So it should be noted that yesterday there was the case came up, you know, for our leaders to appear in court. But these people brought up this case. That is the High Court in Fundi, in Yaoundé, brought this case up to the hearing, but the leaders were not present in person. The leaders were not present in person. And this was the first time of bringing the case after close to a year to the hearing of the people in the court concerning our leaders who were adopted in Nigeria, Nara Hotel, and extradited to Cameroon, and were kept there in Communicado for so many months. People even thought this was an opportunity for them to even see them. But finally, they were about judging them in absentia. So the senior counsel, Barrister Fru John Nso, and other three, disqualified other three leaders, disqualified other three lawyers who were given by the government to defend our leaders. Barrister Fru John Nso described the absent team in front of the court as a fatal error. Why should the court bring out the file for judgment in the first place when they knew very well that they will not present our leaders? La Republic and its court are playing with politics now, as the barrister said. Let me put the audio so that you can hear.
Evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us in this edition of the 6 p.m. primetime newscast on Equinox Television. Let's begin right with the nation's capital, where the Yaoundé Fungi High Court has rejected the application for habeas corpus filed by defense, the defense lawyers of Sisiku Ayub Tabe and other leaders of Ambazonia that were arrested in Nigeria and taken to Cameroon. It should be noted that it was their first time to appear in court, but they were simply absent during the rendering of the judgment, or during at the time when the judgment was being rendered. Let's have the details of that report in the focus story. Sisiku Ayub Tabe and other 46 Amazonian leaders would have to remain behind bars until final judgment is rendered on their case. The Fungi High Court has decided so after rejecting the application for habeas corpus filed by the defense lawyers to hasten the release of the accused.
In the procedure for habeas corpus, we file a habeas corpus writ. That habeas corpus writ requires that the body, the corpus delicti, that's Latin, is supposed to be before the judge. All the 10 people were supposed to be before the judge. Nobody came. They didn't take the time to take them, to bring them. So for the judge to have taken the decision to throw out the file, it's shocking, but I'm not surprised.
The case was called in court in the absence of Sisiku Ayub Tabe and 9 others who were due to appear before the judges Thursday. The defense team has described the absence of their client as a fatal error. The defense team has described the absence of their client as a fatal error.
So that is a fatal error, which they were not really supposed to open the file. They were supposed to just adjourn the file so that we can have the opportunity to bring them. They can have the opportunity to bring them. They went ahead and said that the other 3.
The 3 government lawyers added into the defense team has equally been criticized.
Lawyers who were chosen by government and opposed on the accused persons themselves have filed a discontinuance in this matter when they were not supposed. I'm the senior counsel here. I was supposed to be the one to file if there's anything to file. They went ahead and filed, and secondly, they claim that there's a document which they call Declaration sur Serment. When they say Declaration sur Serment, you don't take it in the canteen, you don't take it before the judge. So, if they were here, we would have had them to sign that declaration before the judge. But they were not here because they were not produced before the judge.
Barrister Fulgen Saw and other members of the Defense Council have described the proceedings as political and pledged to file an appeal.
Politics has entered in the judicial system in Ghana. Thank you very much. No, we'll go on appeal. We'll go on appeal until we get to the bottom of it.
The national and international community are still to set eyes on Sisiku Ayub Tabe and 46 others arrested on the 5th of January in Nigeria and transferred to Cameroon. After worries on their whereabouts grew higher, the government of Cameroon declared that they were safe and sound. stage in the southwest region of Cameroon by members of the Southwest Northwest Women Task Force has come under criticisms from some observers who have said that they see the move as a pro-government initiative in disguise. The question there is at which the event actually took place, whereas similar initiatives in...
Okay. That was it for the case of our leaders. It was adjourned because of, you know, they were not physically present in the court. And also, there is a mix-up idea that those women who protest in the Bongo Square in Buea, some people are saying that they were being, you know, planned or sent by the ruling party to come and carry out the protest, because they doubted that why is it that no policeman disturbed them, because normally in other towns, even in Douala, once there's protest, police will come and destroy. So there was a mix-up. So perhaps we will know the truth as time goes on. Okay. The authority on Ground Zero, the military authority on Ground Zero, on the 29th of August 2018, precisely at 1:30, made up a summary and forwarded it to the hierarchy, the headquarters in Yaoundé, to give a resume of the happenings on Ground Zero. That is on the battlefield in the northern and the southern zones. They wrote a letter and sent it to their superiors there in Yaoundé. They are fighting for them, fighting for Paul Biya. The president is about dying. They are fighting. They are losing their armies every day in the battlefield because of a president who has been in power for 36 years and he still wants to stand for elections. So they are complaining. Although they said now they have discovered that they are in Bello and Boyo. They are 19 camps of the Amba boys. They have discovered. So people should take care that they have traced some of the camps, because they said there are 19 camps. That means they know that there are 19 camps in Bello and in Boyo, in the northern zone of Ambazonia. There are 19 camps where, you know, Ambazonians are, you know, training their fighters. So people should know, the Ambazonia fighters should know very well that they have discovered that in Bello and in Boyo, there are 19 camps. So you should know how to take precautions. They also complain that they have a lot of problems. That they have a lot of problems on Ground Zero. To show that we are really putting them in pressure. That they have transportation problems, you know, they have financial problems, even like in Manfe. That things are no more moving. It's difficult for them. They are crying, we are winning the war. That things are not moving. That finances, they cannot meet up because they don't have finance, and you know, they are almost starting to lack equipment. That's in Manfred, they are not getting it good. And they quoted that most of the allies are supporting the Amba boys financially. Most of the allies and other high-ranking officials in the government, they say they are supporting the Amba boys. They even said, you know, that they are doing all their possible best to see that the elections take place in Ambazonia. So they need mobilization. They need support from Yaoundé. Because the Amba boys are also forming groups everywhere, making all plans that in Manfe, election will not take place in Kumba and the rest of the towns. Boya, Mameda, So they are also preparing. They said in Tiko, the Tiko seaport is where the arms are entering for the Amba boys and other ports in the southwest regions or in the southwest zone. They said that is the area that most of the arms are coming in. They really emphasize on the allies that the allies are helping to finance the Amba boys. So now the allies they are left in between two wells. They are feeling that the government is with them. The government are saying that they are with the Amba boys. They are just struggling, confusing themselves from their own day to come to Buea to make speeches. And when they go back, they pull ground. They say no, the allies are all pretending that they are with the Amba boys. So the allies now and the chiefs and the rest, they are left in between two wells. And that saves them right. Because we have to deal with them. And the Republic is prepared also to deal with them. After the election, they will sack all of the allies and all the chiefs and all in their position, the position that they are there in La Republic. Then they will have nowhere to go. That is what is going to happen. All the senators, all those people, the chiefs, the governors, all like that, all of them who are in the government, they will be sacked after elections. You will see. They also emphasize that they are going to stop. They will block all and take all away the funds from the army people, so that they cannot take again images, photos, and the rest. That they take these photos, they go and sell it to the Amba boys who publish the photos. That these armies in La Republic of Cameroon, when they snap, they take photos, they go and sell it to Amba boys. That is what they have. The letter that is written, the letter is written in French, and I don't have the copy here. I have shown you people already the copy people here. So they have written it. They have sent the letter to Yaoundé that they have to seize all the phones of the armies on the front, on the war front. Block all their phones, because these armies, they take photos of the cause of the war and they sell it to the Amba boys who publish the photos. Because they have realized that so many things happen now, the whole world is seeing the bad side of the army, where they kill women, kill children, kill babies, cause genocide. So they want to cause a genocide without any person knowing. So this is important. People should take note, because they are going to cause terrible genocide. That is why they want to seize all the phones from the armies, so that when they are causing the genocide, the world will not be aware. Okay. So it is good we have this their letter. So the people on ground zero, the defense forces and everybody on ground zero should be aware that they are planning dangerous things to happen within this short period of time. As from the 15th of September, it will not be easy. So as we are telling you people, for security purposes, those who don't want to join the self-defense forces, you should leave the country, because it will be very bad. Join and protect yourself. Hold your own bazooka. Hold your own AK-47. But because before that time, even by now, we are already sending good weapons down home for the purpose of this election and and 1st October. So nobody should blame us, because we are already informing people that it will not be easy. Either you join and you are baptized and you hold your own gun, you protect yourself and your family, or they come and kill you. The Republic come and kills you. Okay, wait till your voice is sufficient. It should also be noted that we Ambazonia will say we are one and indivisible. La Republic said it is one and indivisible, but now it is divisible. Because even people in La République, the militants in CPDM government, they are against Pobia. They are preaching that they should not vote Pobia. The militants in the government, in the CPDM government, they are preaching, denouncing Pobia, that they thought he would resign and a different person should stand because he's old. What a wicked man, a blood drinker. He don't want to resign, he wants to die in power. They are very angry. And they said nobody should vote Pobia. They are saying nobody should vote Pobia. I'll put a video now that you hear what a lady is saying with his uniform, CPDM uniform on her body. This is to show that he was saying we will be divided. They are thinking that they will divide us. But they are the poor who are going to be divided. Southern Zone and Northern Zone will never be divided. They will be divided that way. Ladies and gentlemen, good Ambazonians. Let me see if I can put the audio so that you can see. This is the audio of the woman.
Bonjour ma chère famille, bonjour. Je suis Solange Serret depuis la Suisse. Je fais cette petite vidéo pour ma contribution aux élections présidentielles. Vraiment, je pense que je voulais inviter tous les camarades du RDPC d'arrêter la route au RDPC parce qu'il est grand temps qu'on se réveille et vraiment je dis non au RDPC parce que si le président nous avait donné une personne qu'on pouvait voter à sa place, j'aurais dit oui, votons pour le RDPC. Mais comme il ne se retire pas et il continue toujours à vouloir présider, malgré son âge, la fatigue et tout, je ne pense pas que c'était une bonne idée de l'encourager de se représenter aux élections. Je pense très bien que les Camerounais sont d'accord avec moi. Ce n'est pas qu'il n'a pas travaillé, il a fait son temps, mais il est grand temps que lui, il se retire. Il faut que le président Biya se retire. Je suis RDPCiste, mais je dis non, parce que s'il aimait le Cameroun, il nous aurait présenté un autre candidat qui était digne de le représenter, comme avait fait l'ancien président Amadou Ahidjo. Alors, comme il tient toujours à rester au pouvoir, malgré son âge, malgré la fatigue, moi je suis assistante en soins, je travaille dans un hôpital gériatrique, mais à un homme de 86 ans, ça fait 17 ans que je travaille, il n'a plus de capacité. Vraiment, je peux vous le dire. Il ne peut plus rien faire. Rien faire. Il doit seulement être piloté par les autres. Et ça va ouvrir les portes aux voleurs. Et le Cameroun sera toujours à genoux. Je pense qu'il est grand temps que nous cherchions quelqu'un qui doit sortir le Cameroun de cette misère, et surtout de la corruption et vraiment de la pauvreté, parce que le Cameroun est vraiment en bas. Nous sommes en bas. Il n'y a rien, il y a tout à refaire au Cameroun. Et je ne pense pas que c'est en 7 ans que le président Biya, avec la fatigue et tout ce que ça comporte, la santé, il pourra encore nous tenir. Vraiment, je crois que vous, les autres militants du RDPC, vous devez faire comme moi, dire non, nous pouvons voter pour quelqu'un d'autre, nous aimons notre pays, nous aimons le Cameroun. Il ne faut pas qu'on soit bête, nous n'aimons pas que l'individu, nous aimons le pays, le Cameroun. Il faut vraiment que vous compreniez ça. Il n'est pas question d'individu, il est question d'un pays. Nous voulons que notre pays prospère. Nous ne voulons pas que c'est les individus qui prospèrent. Vraiment, il faut que vous changez vos mentalités. Je me suis mise en tenue du RDPC pour faire comprendre à tout le monde que moi, je suis militante et que j'ai dit non au RDPC, non au RDPC. Il faut que le président se retire. Il faut, ou alors il n'a qu'à désigner quelqu'un d'autre pour le remplacer. Moi, c'est ce que je dis et j'invite tout le monde à voter ou Kanto ou Cabral Libri parce que vraiment, c'est ce que nous voulons que le Cameroun ait une nouvelle ère. Alors, je vous prie de prendre cette petite vidéo en considération et faire comme moi, voter pour un autre candidat qui doit nous sortir de la merde, pas toujours les mêmes personnes qui veulent se remplir le ventre, qui veulent seulement se remplir le ventre. Nous disons non, non au RDPC et dit non encore au RDPC, non au RDPC. Alors le président Biya doit se retirer, il doit se retirer, aller se reposer et prendre soin de sa santé et de sa famille. Il peut aller en Omeka, rester dans son village comme élite, on doit le respecter. Alors, il ne faut plus qu'il se représente, vraiment, il faut qu'il démissionne ou qu'il choisisse quelqu'un d'autre pour le remplacer. J'ai dit, et faites comme moi. Au revoir, bisous, au revoir.
You have well spoken. Even though you are a Republic woman, but you have spoken something. This is the first time I'm hearing somebody making sense. All those chiefs you hear, a person in the party, a person from the Republic is telling the president to resign. And you foolish, Dios, mayors, elites, foolish Atanganji, foolish Kemapatrick, foolish Elvis Gole, and the rest to name, Tabitando, and the rest, Paul Tasson, Gogomo, and the rest, Jume, Franklin, the fools, you are there. Waste your time. People are denouncing Paul Biya in their own country. You are coming in your own country. Confuse yourself. We will get you people. It is not long from now. We are going to get you people. Okay, my lady, my fellow Ambazonians, I end so far. I wish everybody the best. I wish the best to all my watchers, people who are listening and watching my clips or YouTube program. God bless you and long live the struggle, long live the independence of Ambazonia, and short live the struggle so that we can, reach Buea. Within a short time, before the end of this year, we should be in Buea. We pray to the Almighty God to give our, self-defense forces the strength and the courage and the tactics, the strong will, and to get rid of any infiltrator who comes to betray the struggle. Thanks to everybody.